What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Matthews back at it again with the Hometown Take Podcast, episode 22 coming at you right now. I hope you all are well. It is a Tuesday, and the NBA season is getting way under tonight. I am super pumped, super excited. We got two good matchups tonight, two really good, even a great matchup in there tonight as well. Pelicans and Raptors going to tip off at 8 o'clock. The defending champion Toronto Raptors going to get their rings, going to be honored before they take on the new look New Orleans Pelicans, who will be without Zion Williamson tonight after dealing with that torn meniscus. He had surgery and he's going to be out about 6 to 8 weeks. So hopefully Zion can make a full recovery and have a great rookie campaign. And then the matchup everybody will be waiting to see. LeBron and the LA Lakers gonna kind of be on the road. Still gonna be in the same center, but they are going to be in a jam-packed Staples Center where they will take on the new look Clippers and Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Lou Williams, Patrick Beverly, and them boys. It's gonna be a showdown. The battle for LA, early battle for LA. It's going to be interesting. LeBron, Anthony Davis, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard. Pretty good-looking LA team versus another pretty good-looking LA team. Going to be interesting tonight. But before I get into that, I'm also going to get into the Atlanta Braves, how they will bounce back from that hurtful series loss against the St. Louis Cardinals. Gonna get into Atlanta United as well as they're getting ready for their conference semifinal game against the Philadelphia Union. Also, gonna talk a little bit about Georgia State. Georgia State's on the come up. They won another game. Georgia State actually looking pretty good in football this year, so I gotta give them a shout out. And also, going to talk about the Atlanta Dream. They're making some new moves, redone their logo, going to play in a new arena, same arena as the College Park Skyhawks, the G League affiliate team for the Atlanta Hawks. So the Dream and the Skyhawks going to share that new arena. But first things first, I guess I need to talk about the Falcons. I don't have to. Nobody's forcing me to, but I feel obligated. And I feel obligated because, first of all, we made a big trade earlier, I guess you can say today, overnight, something like that, last night. Big trade officially has gone down. We have let go of great slot receiver, just great number 2 he has been for us in Mohamed Sanu for a 2020 second round pick of who else? The New England Patriots. Oh, how the rich get richer. Not only did they mollywop and embarrass the Jets last night on Monday Night Football, made Sam Darnold see ghosts. A lot of controversy around him saying that while he was mic'd up on Monday Night Football. Was listening to the Will Kane show earlier, and he made a good point. Why would you mic up your young quarterback who's going up against a undefeated New England Patriots team who has probably one of the best, if not the best defense they've had in franchise history, and you decide to mic him up? For why? Not a good decision probably by the Jets. But, of course, their head coach Adam Gase blamed it on, NFL Films, who they actually capture the audio and give it out to ESPN and those guys. And they gave them the clear to broadcast it. So Adam Gase was mad at them. You might need to start with the man in the mirror. Boom, boom. You might need to change your ways. Because, I know, my singing was pretty good. Yeah, you ain't got to clap it out. Slight work. Anyways, but you guys might need to rethink that choice. Probably wasn't the smartest decision on your part. So look in the mirror first before you go pointing fingers. Anyways, back to, the god-awful Falcons. Goodness gracious. Got mollywopped, ran over, hit in the mouth, just embarrassed at home by the Los Angeles Rams. And yeah, doesn't look like a lot of people are going to be keeping their jobs for the Falcons. DQ, wouldn't be surprised if he's gone. I mean, you just hired Dirk Cutter. He can't really be the problem, though. I mean, but you didn't look good, but that is a pretty good defense. But the offensive line looked pretty piss poor. Defense, even more piss poor. Couldn't get to the quarterback. It's been a trend. I mean, just look at the teams we played. We played the Tennessee Titans, Marcus Mariota, one of the most sacked quarterbacks in football. Didn't get to him, really. Jacoby Brissett, still, pretty good offensive line, but he's not untouchable. Well, we sure didn't make him look untouchable when we played him. Kyler Murray on the Arizona Cardinals, yeah. Couldn't get him at all. Didn't have a sack. He's definitely one of the most sacked quarterbacks. Deshaun Watson, goodness gracious. Definitely one of the most sacked quarterbacks. Couldn't get to him at all. Not really. So, defensive line can't create any pressure. Offensive line can't protect Matt Ryan. I mean, there's a picture going around everywhere where there's like 4 or 5 LA Ram guys hitting him at once, and he's just trying to throw the ball out there to save his life. He got hurt. Sprained his ankle because we couldn't protect him. Like, come on, guys. What are you doing? Offensive line is terrible. Defense is terrible. This is a loss of words. You can only say so much. You can only say so much about the Falcons right now. Hasn't been our year. Lost the teams we shouldn't have lost to. Bad breaks. I mean, the missed extra point tied the game. Last Sunday against the Cardinals. Haven't had, the best luck with refs this year either. Had some bad calls. Even this past Sunday had some bad calls. That didn't really matter, though, at least last week. Just hasn't been our year. Point blank, period. Just hasn't. Julio did say something interesting, though. After the loss against the Rams on Sunday, while Dan Quinn was addressing the team, he raised his hand and asked if he could say a few words, gave a kind of a little bit of an emotional speech, and he said, guys, it's on us. Dan Quinn has done everything he can for us. It's on us. It's not on Q, and we're letting him down. Now I'm paraphrasing. He didn't say exactly that. I'm not quoting him. But it was something along those lines. And if Julio's saying that, of course, it's not all on the team. Some of it's got to be coaching too, because Dan Quinn is the defensive coordinator. So you got to put some of that on him and the way this defense has looked. But some of his players too. The players got to play at the end of the day. And they haven't been playing well. So it's on the team. And Julio was saying that. It's on the team, and it's on the players too. And if Dan Quinn ultimately loses his job at the end of the year, it's not going to just be on him. It's going to be on the players too. It'll also be on Dan Quinn, don't get me wrong. Dan Quinn will be the reason he loses his job too. But you got to look at everybody right now. Can't point any fingers. Got to look at yourself and say, what am I not doing right? What can I do better to help my team get a win? That's what every Falcon player in the locker room has to say to themselves right now. You're 1-6, and you're 1-6 for reasons. A couple of reasons. Not just one reason, a couple of reasons. Like I said, offensive line can't protect Matt Ryan. Defensive line can't get to any other quarterback. Corners haven't been very good in coverage, not communicating well. We've seen that firsthand on film. Isaiah Oliver has not been getting the job done at all. Really, the only two really good players on defense have been Deion Jones and Grady Jarrett. That's it. That's it, really. Other than that, Guys have either been pedestrian or bad. So you got to fix it. You got to fix it. And I don't know. It's not looking like it's pretty much impossible for you guys to even sniff the playoffs this year. 1-6. You guys got to go undefeated to realistically make the playoffs. 10-6. And the way the NFC is looking this year, 10-6 might not get it done. 10-6 might not get it done. You might be 11-5. So we'll see. But looks like the Falcons going to have a high draft pick this year. Got the Seahawks coming up this week. That's not looking too good. Russell Wilson's got them boys looking right. Even though they lost to Baltimore this past Sunday, it's still not looking good. Russell Wilson looks like an MVP caliber quarterback right now. That defense is still not really all that to sneeze at. Especially the way this offensive line is playing. So, I'm not feeling too good about Sunday either. We can do it. And I hope we don't get me wrong. I hope we go on some magical, historical, improbable, almost impossible run and somehow end up 10-6, make the playoffs, and save everybody's job. And make one of the greatest regular season comebacks in history, if not the greatest regular season comeback in history. But you also got to be real with yourself at some point, and that don't look like it's going to happen. So, with that being said, looks like we're going to have a high draft pick. So where do we go from here? Well, you started today with trading Mohamed Sanu. Offload some of that cap. Now, who else is going to be next? Trade deadline Tuesday, October 29th, a week from today. Who else is going to be gone by then? Can you get any offers for Vic Beasley? Probably not. He's probably just going to be dead money. Austin Hooper, maybe? I think he's too young of a piece, and he's been too promising. I don't know if you get rid of him. You get rid of Desmond Trufant? I wouldn't say that's too bad of a bet. A team that really needs a corner, contender that really needs a corner, offload some of that salary cap. That wouldn't be a bad idea. You got to do something, though. You're either in or you're out. If you're the Falcons, you're either going to try and turn this thing around and go for it, or you're starting to look to next year and getting some draft picks. And the way it's looked so far, you let go of Mohamed Sanu, one of your best players. You look like you're going for some draft picks. Granted, Mohamed Sanu probably wasn't going to be here next year anyway, because it probably wasn't going to be in the funds. That's why you drafted Calvin Ridley. So that's why you're bringing on Russell Gage. That's why you got Justin Hardy too. Some guys waiting in the wings. Because you probably knew Mohamed Sanu wasn't going to make it past this year anyway. But still, if you thought you were going to be competitive this year, you would keep him. And if you still thought you would be competitive this year, you would still have him. And you don't. You trade him to the Patriots for a second-round pick. Win-win. Not a bad trade. Just saying, I think the Falcons are going to be sellers at this trade deadline. I think it's safe to say. We already sold once. I think we're going to be selling some more. I think that was probably just the beginning. So that's the Falcons. No need to really get any stats or anything like that. I mean, you can dive into all the stats you want. At the end of the day, we stink. We stink. Can't generate a pass rush. Our corners can't cover forever. And Isaiah Oliver can't even cover for a little bit. He can't even cover for the normal amount, to be honest. Back end's not too sharp. Can't get any pressure on any other quarterbacks. Offensive line can't protect Matt Ryan. Especially against a superior defensive line like the LA Rams. Even against a mediocre one, we can't protect all that well. So, yeah. We were hopeful this season. I was. You were. We all were. But doesn't look like it's in the cards, unfortunately. Yeah. It's depressing to talk about. I'm just going to be honest. You had so much hope for this team, and when it ends up like this, it's just sad. It's just sad. Hurts your morale. And you got to think, how big of a window do we have left before we really got to blow it up? Before we got to draft Matt Ryan's replacement? Got to start thinking about that. He doesn't have too many years left, especially if he keeps getting hit like this. Ooh, he don't got too many years left. 3, 4, maybe. Julio, 3, 4 years, maybe 2. Gotta think. When do we start over? It's coming, Falcons fans. It's coming. So to have a year that had opportunity for big things to be wasted like this and to not be capitalized on like this, it hurts and it sucks and it stinks and it's frustrating. You just wish we could have done better. Still have the opportunity to do better, but schedule's not getting any easier. Got the Seahawks. Haven't played anybody in our division yet, so we got the Saints twice. The Panthers twice, who are looking good with Kyle Allen. Keeping him as the starter, even though Cam Newton is healthy for the most part. We got the Bucks. We can beat the Bucks, but well, our team, who knows? Who knows? Marcus Mariota, the dude got benched for Ryan Tannehill. We lost to him. We made him look pretty good, too. So, ain't no telling what Jameis, whoever is going to be back there, can do against us. But either way it goes, it's just sad. Sad, 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 sad. Having to watch the Falcons this year. Sad. So, that's all I got to say about the Falcons. There's not really much else to say. But all right, I'm done talking about the Falcons. Don't want to talk about them anymore. Too depressing. They're toast. You can stick it for them. They're done for the season. It is what it is. We'll look to see how we can improve 2020. We'll talk about that when we get there. All right. Let's talk about, I want to save the good stuff for the end. Let's talk about the Braves and that sad, 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 sad game 5. I'm sorry we got to be so sad. But I don't want to harp on the game. That's way over and done. We're in the World Series now. I am a little bit upset because the Cardinals got beat out bad by the Nationals. And we could have beat the Nationals as the Nationals shocked the Dodgers, Clayton Kershaw having his playoff woes again. We could have been in the World Series. We own the Nationals this year for the most part. We own them. But hindsight is 2020. Anyways, where do the Braves go now? Where do they go from here? Well, you fell down. You get back on the horse and start riding again. I think you re-sign Josh Donaldson, re-sign Dallas Keuchel too if you can, and you go for it again. You got that still. You still got that young core. Cuna's still there. Ozzy's still there. Dansby's still there. Freddie's still there. They ain't going nowhere. Get back up on the horse. Go for it again. That's all you really can do. Soroka's still going to be there. Max Fried's still going to be there. You go for it again. And that's where the Braves got to do. Now maybe you add, if you don't sign Dallas or you don't sign Josh, re-sign Josh, I think they definitely re-sign one of the two, if not both. You go get that other piece to try and put you over the top even more and go from there. Reload. Reload, reload, reload. That's what the Braves do. Reload and go for it again. Get back up on that horse. Try to ride it back out in April. And don't go out sad like that ever again, Braves. Goodness gracious, that was sad. Sad, sad at home too. Goodness. Whew. Man. That's what the Braves do. Reload. All right, quickly off of that. Let's get to some positive notes now. First, Atlanta United. Them boys got a win against the New England Revolution. Yes, sir. So they take on the Philadelphia Union at home. So that is going to be an 8 o'clock kickoff, 7 o'clock pregame coverage on Sports Radio 92.9 The Game, the radio station I work at. I will be producing that Atlanta United game as well. Mike Conti and Jason Longshore will be on the call. They always do a great job, so make sure you listen. Listen to a production by your boy. And listen to some great calls by Mike Conti and Jason Longshore. But Atlanta United, they're going to have to start out fast. And that first goal is key. Once you get that first goal, especially in a single elimination game like it is now, no more legs. No more legs. Single elimination every game. the whole MLS Cup playoffs. One game and you're done. You're either going home or you're moving on. So that first goal is key. First goal just allows you to, okay, take a deep breath. Then you can hunker down, not have to try and attack so much, but be more on the defensive. Park the bus and just stop the other team from getting that equalizer. If Atlanta United can get that first goal, they'll be golden. And then they can just ward off Philadelphia. They'll be okay. But that first goal to me is key. Also key is Miles Robinson going to be able to be back in the lineup. One of the best, if not the best defender in MLS. If he's back, we're going to be sitting real pretty. But he's coming off an injury. Obviously, Michael Parkhurst's not going to be in the lineup because he separated his shoulder. And when they tried to put it back into place at the game, they could not get it back into place. They had to send him to the hospital. So prayers up for Michael Parkhurst. But he's going to be out probably the rest of the year as well. So you got to be sharp on that back line. Frank de Boer, I know he'll have some good tactics. The sub he made last matchup against the New England Revolution were brilliant. So I do not doubt him and what he'll do in his game plan for this matchup against Philadelphia. But just got to be sharp. Got to realize it's only one game. Got to keep your head. Don't like that simulation call against Joseph Martinez because now the next yellow card he gets, he's going to be suspended for a match, and we cannot have our king out. He's too important to this team. So, Atlanta United, just got to do it, man. Got to get the job done. Got to be good on your counterattacks. Got to be sharp passes. Get out on the run. Our boys are fast. They're quick. They're good in space. Feed the king. Feed your playmakers. Get that first goal and defend our title. Defend the South. Defend the ATL. All that. So best of luck to Atlanta United on Thursday. I'll be working that game, watching all that good stuff on ESPN2. The game will be on. And like I said, you can listen. Please listen on Sports Radio 92.9. The game. All right. Last thing. Oh, no, not last thing. One more to last thing. Georgia State football has been doing the dang thing. Goodness. They got another win. Georgia State football. I'm proud. First you beat Tennessee, and now you out here just working. Out here just working, man, just doing the dang thing. Just beat Army with a 28-21 victory. So right now, that puts the Georgia State Panthers at 5-2. The Georgia State Panthers at 5-2. Tied for second in the Sun Belt with Louisiana Lafayette at 5-2. Still behind App State, who is 6-0. But still, the Panthers have won 3 in a row. And they're looking good. Looking good. So shout out to Georgia State. Trying to make on the come up. They're already going to pull in some recruits from that Tennessee victory. I guarantee it. And now they're really looking good. So Georgia State, shouts out to y'all being on the come up, man. Next game for the Panthers will be against Troy University. So that'll be this Saturday at 7 p.m. So best of luck to Georgia State. Keep up the good work, fellas. I'll be rooting for you. I root for all my teams, man. I don't pick just either State or Southern or Tech or UGA. I want all of them to eat. I want all of them to do good. Whichever one's doing good, those ones I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for all of them. All of them. So Georgia State, you go out there and eat. Georgia Southern, you go out there and eat. Georgia Tech, you go out there and eat. UGA, you go out there and eat. Bring home a chip, too. I want all my Atlanta teams to eat. This is the Hometown Take podcast. I want all my hometown teams to eat and be successful. So lastly, I want to talk about my Atlanta Hawks. Boy, they finna get that season started. Yes, sir. The Atlanta Hawks are going to be something this year. Also, Trae Young spoke some encouraging words. I heard. I think it was on the Undefeated. It was like the Trae Young Diaries or something like that. He said The Atlanta Hawks are going to surprise folks this year. And his goal is to make the playoffs. That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear from my young star. Yes. I sign off on that. I stand that. All of that. That is what I like to hear. He wants to be in the playoffs. I'm sure the rest of the team wants to be in the playoffs. The Hawks are going to make the playoffs. I'm calling it right now. I've been calling. I'm calling right now. The Hawks are going to make the playoffs. The Hawks will be in the playoffs this year. They're going to make a big, big jump. And we are going to surprise some folks. Yes, we are. So if you sleep, stay asleep. We're going to wake you up. March, April, you're going to be woke by then. Maybe even before then. So I'm excited for my Hawks to get their season started. They're going to open the season against the Orlando Magic. And man, I can't wait. But as far as tonight goes, can't wait for that game either. That's going to be something too, boy. That's going to be something too. Like I said, Pelicans, Raptors at 8, and then Lakers, Clippers at 10:30. Can't wait to watch that one. You already know I'm going to be there. But back to my Hawks for just a second. They actually opened the season against the Pistons this Thursday at 7. The home opener is Saturday the 26th against the Magic. So make sure you come out and see your Hawks on Saturday, October, not September anymore. What are you doing, Dylan? October 26th, 7:30 p.m. as they take on the Orlando Magic in State Farm Arena. And like I said, they open the season against the new look Pistons with newly acquired Derrick Rose, of course, Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin as well. Pistons might make some noise this year too. We'll see. This could be a matchup between two teams that might be fighting for a playoff spot. You never know. We will see. But to recap, Falcons, sad. Braves, gotta reload. Expectations aren't going anywhere. They're only going up. Georgia State, keep up the good work, fellas. Keep up the good work. Georgia State, 5-2. It's tied for second in the conference. Let's get it. Let's try and win the Sun Belt. The Hawks, let's make the playoffs, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. And Atlanta United, defend that crown. Defend that crown, Atlanta United. Get a win Thursday against Philly. And we're taking it all the way back to the cup. And we're going to keep that cup. That cup's still ours. All right, guys. That is it for this episode. If you like the podcast, tell your friends about it. Let them know what's up. We trying to go worldwide out here, trying to go international, all that good stuff. And if you don't like the podcast, still tell your friends anyway. Like, hey, listen to this guy. I don't really care for him, but maybe you'll like him. Don't shut me out, please. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy the games that are on tap for tonight. And until next time, peace.